Hi guys, it's Carissa, and I'm getting text from Lisa. I'll text you in a minute, Lisa. I was getting ready because I have to run to the store this morning before work, and I don't have a super busy day at work today, although I always think that, and it ends up being worse, but um, I realized that I haven't filmed myself putting my makeup on in so long, and I haven't really made many videos lately, and so I decided to just film this and I guess guarantee that my day will be busy and awful later. I don't know. But um, I am dealing with sort of the Valentine's Day rush on Etsy, and it's slowed down, but today is my last day sending Valentine's Day orders out. And I don't know, I did film a video where I was putting my makeup on and chatting, but I barely put any makeup on, and I was really, really ranting. I was really letting it out. And I know I've said that to you guys before a few times where I'll be like, I filmed something and I couldn't post it. It was too negative. And I feel like it wasn't a complete waste because at least I was able to kind of get it out, you know? But watching it back while I was editing, I thought, I don't want this to be a representation of who I am whatsoever. Even on my worst days, I feel like there's still some stuff that should be private. And if I'm just being absolutely rotten for whatever reason, and I actually think I was sort of like, no excuse, but I think I was sort of experiencing a little PMS. So I should, that, you don't need that. I'm not to say that I'm feeling that much better, but I feel a little more positive lately, so, and a little less stressed, I guess. So, just to get you caught up, I applied this Too Faced Born This Way in Porcelain foundation. I forgot to put primer on. I always forget to put primer on, and I don't know why, because primer makes everything so much better. Although I do think it clogs my pores, but what doesn't? My moisturizer underneath, which I guess worked as my primer, is this not cruelty-free Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Resist 24-Day Cream. And I think I'm going to talk more about my my policy on cruelty-free products in my empties video, because I was using some products up that are not cruelty-free, and I don't know, I haven't watched my old video or anything, but I don't know if I was specific enough as to how I felt about cruelty-free products. So I will tell you about that later. What else did I put on? Oh, I used this Kevin Aquan, doesn't have a name, doesn't have an official name, I don't think, but it has like a little guide in the front. It's a contouring book, and I just use this tiny little brush to kind of bring some color in on the tops with this powder down here. It's really nice. And then I use this highlighting powder on my cheeks, which I don't even know, I think that's the point where I was sort of deciding that I was going to film, so I might not have finished doing that. So I'm going to add a little more, because why not? Here we go. And I think I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. I've been doing that lately, but I do hate to put too much contour on my nose, because then it doesn't look like my nose anymore, you know? I've definitely done that before. So I'm going to just, see, I don't know how to, I don't know how to be delicate about it. Do I have the kind of nose that really requires contouring? Because it's always been, apparently, I found out when I was in beauty school that all the girls were gossiping that I had a nose job and a boob job, because I used to wear really big push-up bras all the time. And I have a Michael Jackson nose, so people would always say that they thought that I had work done. And one of my teachers told me, she got drunk at a conference for a plastic surgeon that we went to for class, and laughed and said, you know, everybody thinks you already know about this place. So never before in my life have I felt like I could part my hair in the center and get away with it, but lately I've been doing it. I have been filling in the front of my hair with this fill-in powder. It comes with the most horrendous brush ever. Look at that. I should find, maybe I'll look at e.l.f. today when I go out, and see if they have something similar in a similar shape, just inexpensive, that I can use to kind of fill in the front of my hair because I have experienced a good amount of hair loss. I think a combination of the staph infection I had and, you know, just regular old PCOS and some weight loss, and I think the front of my hair is just like, see you later. So until then, I've just been kind of dabbing some into the front, but I try not to go overboard because I've definitely looked a little, I've had some scary days using that product, using that product to fill in. So what now? I've talked for 5 minutes and I haven't done anything. Brows? My brow routine lately has been, I can't seem to get a 2-product brow routine. I always have 3 products, but lately I've been using this Brow Wiz. So, and these are all Anastasia products. This is the Tinted Brow Gel in Espresso, and I usually start with that. So I just kind of let it touch my skin as I fill in the direction that I want hairs. I feel like this is the most natural and least dramatic, you know, way to fill in my brows. I mean, I've done some crazy stuff. Some of my old videos I was putting blue in there and all that. But this, I feel like, you know, I don't look too much like John Travolta in the People vs. OJ. So then, while that's still a little bit wet, I go in with the Brow Wiz. Oops, not that end. I go in with the Brow Wiz, and I don't even really advance it at all. I just use the littlest nub, and I fill in here and up here because that's where I feel like I need it. And I feel like that's what gives me that really clean brow shape. I don't love my brows lately. It's been a while since I've really liked them. I feel like I just can't find that sweet spot where they look how I would want them to. So, oops. So that's fine. I kind of Count Choculated myself a little there, but I'll just go in with a cotton swab and kind of take the edge off that. I don't know, I just feel like that looks better if I add a little something up there. And then because the other brow gel is mostly color and it doesn't hold, I use the clear brow gel to make everything behave. And this is like the depth gel of eyebrow gels. It's the best stuff ever. So there's a before and after. It looks a little reddish right now, doesn't it? Whatever. And my wand is full of cat hair. My life is full. I bet if I had to have a surgery, if they opened me up, there would be cat hair on my organs. Right? That has to be possible. At the very least, it would be in my stomach. Death by cat hair. Some days I just do this and then a layer of this. Just so that I have the color. But can you see the difference between the two? I feel like this one looks more polished. I never think I could get my eyebrows tattooed because my natural hair pattern seems to change a lot every like 3 years or so. The hair pattern, the growth is so strange. I used to get almost nothing over here. And I used to have this like Eddie Munster point in the center, and that doesn't really come back as strong anymore as it used to. I don't know. I don't trust my face enough to commit to something like that. Okay. See, I feel like having well executed brows, or as well as you feel like you can do, it really makes your whole face look like I feel satisfied. I could go to the store like this right now. So I do have lash extensions on. I don't know if how much I've talked about that. I think I talked about it in like a Birchbox video. My sister is doing it at her new job, her new part-time job. She's a nail technician, and she's also been certified to do lash extensions. So I was a guinea pig for her for a couple of sets. This one has blue. I don't know if you can see it. I feel uncomfortable with getting much closer to you because, I don't know. I don't need that. The reason why it looks like I have eyeliner on already is because I'm so super careful about how I handle and wash my eyes now. So if you're concerned about maybe you're too rough on your eyes and you want to preserve the skin around your eyelids, you should get lash extensions because then suddenly you're so careful about your face. So I never really get all of the makeup off at the lash line because I'm afraid to scrub it too much. I used this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, which is the greatest concealer on the face of the planet. And then as a primer, I use this Mica Beauty Cosmetics eye primer because I remember always liking it. It's been a while since I used it. I got this Ipkin one in my Birchbox, and I really liked it. Whoops. Oh, I just threw my mirror away in my garbage. I really liked it at the time, but it creases on me so much since then, and I try so hard not to put too much on. So I don't really know what that's all about. What am I going to do today? Let's play Blue's Clues, okay? Lately, I have been going back and forth between two looks. One using this Too Faced chocolate bar palette, and one using this Urban Decay electric one. I just like the way this one smells. I've been using a lot of this kind of sparkly blue with this here, which sort of like is like an orange cast neutral. Oh, I love how that one closes. Oh, it's so satisfying. And then this one, I have been doing a really nude neutral eye, and then you can see I've been mixing these three colors here and doing sort of like a purpley pink under the eye and then this blue on the top. Maybe I'll do that. That sounds like way more fun, right? What do you guys think? Okay, here I'm playing Steve. What do you guys think I should do? Oh my god, that shows my age. Who is the Blue's Clues guy now? Or is his name always Steve no matter what he looks like? You know how there's the one that looks like Joaquin Phoenix a little bit? Who's the Blue's Clues guy now? Okay, so for the neutral base to this look, I'm going to use this Gwen Stefani palette. I'm going to use these three colors here to kind of make my own crease color. Just go like this. And dust that into the crease. You know what's weird? I've noticed I have this weird dark spot, like strange wrinkle right here. Can you see that? I don't know if that's new or if I've only just started noticing it, but I did sort of a darker smoky look recently, and I kept thinking I screwed up on that eye, and then it drew attention to a wrinkle that I didn't know I was developing. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this color here, which is called Skimp, and I'm going to blend the top of that. Just, oops, that's the wrong color. Just even that out a little. And I'm going to use bath water for my lid, because I love that. Do that mostly in the center here. And then I'm going to use Baby, which is this color here, which surprisingly goes well with it. It's not that different, so you can pair them up real nicely. I know my light from over here is gone still, so the lighting is not so good in here. Why is all the light on this side of me? And this Rimmel Scandalize in Blamed Blue. This is super old, but I'm just going to kind of give it something to stick to and less work for the buildup for me. And I lost the cap for that. I'm going to take a cotton swab and kind of blur that out a little bit. And I'm going to take this color Chaos right here, which has cat hair stuck to it. And I'm going to blend that right over. Now normally what I do is I use this pink, but I have red earrings on and I'm that lazy that I don't think I want to change that. So what I might do is just use the purple. I'm going to pounce it into both colors and fan that underneath. And then I'm going to do it up here also and kind of blend it into a little bit of a triangular shape at the end of my eye. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Then I just use this Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush to brush away any of the blue that fell. And that's pretty much it. Now, I haven't been wearing mascara on my upper lashes, so I just take a plain, clean spoolie and comb them into place. And then I put mascara on my lower lashes. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, normally I would pair that up with a sort of hot pink blush, like one of these. But today I think I'm going to do a neutral. This is the Tarte Blush and Expose. Where's my blush brush? I'm just going to focus that right here. been kind of liking a heavy blush look lately. So if you guys watch my videos because you love to hate me, welcome to the era of too much blush. And for lip color, I was recently reunited with this Smashbox in Rosette, which was in the bottom of a handbag that I swapped out. I'm terrible in the sense that I don't follow makeup trends well enough to know what all the lip trends are. And I knew that nude gloss is probably so 2012. But do your thing, ladies. Be yourself. I mean, don't do the same thing all the time. Oh, found it. Reunited. Don't wear the same exact eyeliner for every day for your entire life and the same method. And don't have the same hairstyle since high school for 30 years. Change it up a little bit, but don't feel like you have to do whatever Kylie Jenner is doing. Whoever that is. And that's it for today. I should get going on my day, but thank you so much for watching, and I think my next couple of videos are going to be an empties video, and I have to do a video on an online consignment site that I used called swap.com and kind of give you, I did buying and selling, and I had some opinions on that. So I have a haul on that, and then, which I bought before Christmas, and I haven't worn any of it because I wanted to wait until I made my video, and I haven't made it yet. So so there's that. And probably, and I don't know, tell me if there's something you guys want to watch. So that's it. I hope you guys have a good week and have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I always forget to show this step, but I also finish off with a little bit of this.